And there was a lot of people waiting to get on this bus, and this guy, he pulls up and he jumps off, and he's got pep in his step, and he's whistling, and he's talking to people, and he's loading these bags on, and people are trying to get their bags on because that's what they're used to. They're used to that guy, typically the rental car people, they pull up, they stay in their seat, they open the doors, and they just kind of wait. They look in the mirror, make sure, people get all their stuff on. And even the elderly people that can't handle their 60-pound bags, he's not getting up to help. But this guy, man, he was throwing stuff. No, I got your bag. And he's whistling. And then he said, hey, if you guys have any questions, I'm here for you. Then we start driving. He pops on that little speakerphone. And he's like, hey, you are in Houston, Texas, and there's a lot of fun stuff to do in Houston. And he starts giving us all of these places that we could go and visit, places that we need to absolutely see. I mean, really, it was pure entertainment, right? We get to the rental car facility, and the guy jumps off the bus and he starts pulling stuff out and helping people. And I was one of the last guys. I was all the way in the back, and so I was just kind of watching. And I think people were so thrown by this guy's willingness to help, they weren't prepared to give him a tip. And I thought, well, maybe this guy, maybe he's just working for tips. Maybe that pep, maybe that energy is because he just needs to make a little extra money because he wants to get lunch or something. I don't know. And nobody tipped him. And so I'm watching this guy and I'm thinking, by the time he gets to me, yeah, he's going to be upset. He's going to be downhearted. He's probably just going to chuck my stuff out. He's going to go. And he did. I mean, by the time he got to me, it was almost like he had more energy from all of the work that he did in serving the other people. And I pulled out $5. I'm like, dude, I love your energy. And he looks at me and he says, I love my job. And he gets on his bus and he drives away, and I thought to myself, my goodness, here's a guy whose job is driving a bus. And that guy, he puts his heart into what he does.
Every single day I walked into that classroom, she created a culture of positivity. Her energy, her enthusiasm. You see, let me tell you something about educators. They don't teach because of the paycheck. Most of them, there's two types of teachers. You've got the ones that are going because they want their summers off, and then you got the other ones that are there and should be there because they want to make a difference. I work with educators all the time, and I guarantee you, it ain't that paycheck because it ain't nothing. And this teacher, my name is Ben Glenn. Guess what? It rhymes. And it sounds really cool when people announce it. And here I would walk into her classroom and she would announce my name like I was Michael Jordan. Coming into the classroom now, ready to study, Ben Glenn. And when you're a kid and somebody does that, you're like, yes, I am Ben Glenn. Because you are the leaders. Because you do make a difference. Because you are the tone setters. Let me be honest with you. In reality, you are the coach. And when you go back and you work with the people that are a part of your team, that's exactly what you want to coach them, that you are a part of this. Buy into it. And that is exactly what this teacher did for me. She changed my mind, my perception. You see, right now I'm in a room of about 5,000 leaders. And the theme for this time that we have together is leadership developed. What does that mean? It simply means that leaders just don't happen. It's a process. When you decide that you're going to do something and you're going to do it at a high level, it doesn't stop there. What you need to recognize is that what defines a leader is not doing one monumental thing. It's great. But what defines a leader is what that person does when they experience hardship, when they experience an ugly, when they experience an obstacle. What defines a leader is what you do when you experience that. And what does this represent? It represents those moments when we feel downhearted, when we feel discouraged, when we feel alone, when we feel like we just want to camp out by the water cooler of life. But you see, leaders aren't content with throwing in the towel. Leaders have this thing within them where they dig deep and they call upon it. And it's called the heart of perseverance. Leaders are somebody who looks at this and recognizes that we've got to keep moving forward. I don't have to like this, I don't have to be happy about it, but I've got to do something about it, because if I don't, it wins and I lose. Tell me that in this life, these obstacles, they serve a purpose. If you choose to see them in the way that you need to see them, these actually are an opportunity to mold you and shape you into strong men and amazing women if you let them. The message is we're not meant to stay here. Notice the pose. He keeps moving forward. Sitting is not an option. We've got to battle through the uglies in life, because that's where we want to be. Right there. Nothing is going to hit you harder than life. Nothing. It does not matter how hard you can hit. What matters is how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.